Well, you welcome them on in today.
Hey y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in to Pour It Out. Welcome to Pour It Out today with T and She. We are here today to have some casual conversation. We want to show you what healthy friendships look like. And the best way to show you all is to actively do it. So we commit ourselves to once a week, at least, coming together and demonstrating what we feel and what we have learned a healthy friendship is, and a growing friendship what it should look like. We talk about everything. Nothing's really off limits. So yeah, today, friend, since it's summertime and I'm done for the day,
Okay, okay.
I did get me a little bit of a drinky drink. So Facebook has been advertising this XXL wine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to like try it out. And so I got the pineapple flavor.
I love pineapple.
I'm convinced that there is some cognac or something. It's infused, I think.
It looks like it.
I think it's infused. Like it's thicker. You see how much thicker it looks? I
Hmm.
do believe that this is infused, but they don't advertise that it's infused.
Hmm. Is
Usually
it?
it'll say infused with cognac or infused with whatever. And then when I tasted it, I was like, whoa, this is not wine. This is something different.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
it's still like it's a good summer wine. It's good. I like it. It's stronger than your average wine. Let me just put a disclaimer out there. If you are a wine drinker, please stick to your wine.
No, there should.
Do
Why should?
not let your
What? I'm a
people for the
wine
people
drinker. I'm not sticking to my wine
for the people at the back. Let me just say,
if they can't take it strong.
if you cannot handle, if you are strictly a wine drinker and you can't take alcohol, you don't like alcohol, the taste of alcohol, like liquor, don't get this, please. I'm not telling you to get it. I'm telling you now. Shiante is not telling you to get this right here if you don't like the taste of liquor, because it's
It
all.
definitely looks like it's some cognac in there, or something. It's some dark liquor in there.
And I have searched the bottle over and over and over again. And if this there is very small, like I don't know, I don't know.
Well, I mean, good thing is you don't have to go to work.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would not if I had to drive anywhere. If I had to do, mm-mm.
Mm.
I'm ready to get off of here with you. And when I get off, I'm gonna take me a nice bath. I'm gonna put on my audio book,
Mm.
and I'm just gonna relax. We don't have softball practice today. So we literally are. Well, I am. James is still working with Kaden, but I'm. Mama just got to make some dinner, which I'm doing a vegan meal tonight.
Okay, what you decide on?
Let me see. What's it called here?
I'm drinking this body armor.
Okay, let's
This
see.
is
What is it called?
just a hydration drink. I am off this week on vacation from the gym because my trainer is it's his birthday today, so him and his wife are gone to Florida or something. So I'm trying to stay as you know, eat right as much as possible and drink right, but I ain't been doing right. Mm-mm.
No, it's hard. I'm doing a creamy veggie pasta tonight.
Creamy veggies. So you're gonna put vegetables in the pasta? In the pasta?
Hmm. Like no, but like tomatoes, something. It's not gonna be like all those different vegetables, just a few. So we're gonna try that out. My family does pretty good with vegetables if I saute them up properly. So I'm gonna do some sauteing, and I'm just gonna throw them in some pasta. And I think we gonna rock with that. We've been having pasta a lot this week. I might have to break that up.
Mm-hmm. Do you use enriched flour pasta or do you use like a different type of pasta?
I've tried all kinds of pasta. I've even tried the veggie pasta.
Mm-hmm.
But usually I end up just sticking with like regular pasta with all
Yeah,
the fats and all the carbs and all the things.
exactly. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's what I need to moving towards this new lifestyle here. I'm gonna have to really watch that, and now that's what my friend who's a chef, she did tell me that you might want to start shopping in like Whole Food stores.
Or like, yeah, get a brown pasta, right? Like,
Hmm.
or they say anything white ain't right. I'm just saying that's what they say. It, it ain't healthy for you. Eat white bread. Anything you eat that's
White
white,
rice.
girl. White rice is gonna fatten you up.
Mm, mm.
So
That's where
yeah,
I've been going wrong. I've been eating too much white stuff because I
all
want
of them.
the sugar, I want the rice, I want the pastas, I want the mayonnaise,
Yeah, but that's
the
what we've been trained
ranch.
up on. We've been trained. So it takes a
Mhm.
reframe of the mind to, leave that stuff alone. So.
Yeah, even it was crazy because I remember when I was growing up, Sprite was like major for me.
Mm.
And I thought because it was clear that it was healthy. Boy, was I ever wrong. One day I looked at the calories of a Sprite compared to even like a Coke.
Hmm.
Sprite has way more calories in it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the misconception.
It
They think
is.
that it's clear, so it's nothing in there.
Mhm. Mhm.
They do very
No,
well at hiding all the sugar and
all the sugar. Yep. Yep. The sugar content was higher, I think. Yeah, it was like I might as well just drink this Coke with all this caffeine in it, and I'll be better off with that than drinking a Sprite with no caffeine. And I think that's another thing when they say it's caffeine free, you think that it's healthier, but it's not. It just doesn't have caffeine in it.
mm, yeah,
That was the go-to drink when I was growing up. Oh my God, I
they
just
know how
thought
to trick you.
right. Yeah, and I thought I was doing real good, but nope, I was not. So yeah, I'm just really working on. I want to be completely vegan at some point in my life. So I'm taking small steps. I'm doing at least one vegan meal a week.
Hmm.
And it might not be totally vegan, meaning I'm not getting the right type of pastas. So I'm still trying to work my way to
Yeah,
that. It's a lot of changes at once. I'm really trying to work on doing better.
yeah. Your
Can
Wi-Fi
you
keeps
hear me?
freezing up. I can hear you. It just keeps freezing up.
Yours was freezing too.
Oh
Is it freezing now?
no, it's not freezing
Is it
now.
freezing?
Uh-uh.
Um, okay.
So I don't know.
Let's
Maybe it's
see.
this. It could be this StreamYard.
Maybe it is a StreamYard. Tank, stop.
Yeah, maybe that's
Um,
what it is because I can't see that it's freezing on my end. But
and I couldn't see that it was freezing. I didn't see it was freezing on my end, but I saw you freezing.
oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably StreamYard then.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
like I got all bars or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. I don't know. So what we'll do is just you tell me if you see it freeze again and I'll tell you because I don't see anything right now. Everything seems clear now.
Well, if you tell me, there's nothing I can do because I don't know. I don't have another Wi-Fi.
Oh,
I got one Wi-Fi. So we
okay.
just
So
let
it just is
freezing
what it
on
is.
freeze.
It
Yep.
just is what it is.
Freezing on freeze.
So I'm really loving. I remember when you first cut your hair and you were like, "Y'all, it's gonna grow back." I like that length on you right there.
This. Thank
Hmm.
you. But okay, so my goal with this hair is I'm gonna let I'm gonna let this all this part from like here, I'm gonna let it grow like to down here.
Oh, you gonna let it get that long?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna wear it kind of curled back and to the side. Yeah, but keep the side short.
So how long is that gonna take you to do?
I'm trying to get there. I used to wear bobs when I was in my
Did I?
teens and 20s.
Did I?
And so I used to love a bob, plain, but bobs can be pretty, right? But it's the process of getting to a bob.
Yeah.
So, how long is it gonna take me to get there? I don't know. I'm hoping I can, cause Lord knows I want to cut it off on the top. I want to just go back short again, but this is pretty long for me. Cause summertime I like to cut it all the way off and go natural, but I just put a relaxer in it today, so we won't be going natural no time soon.
It's cute.
Thank you.
I used to be short. Look,
Oh, cute. Okay. Yep.
mine used to be short, but I never like wore short. Let me let me get this dog out of here, girl, because he
Oh,
gonna drive me crazy. I told him to leave out of here. I tried to kick him out earlier,
and
but
he
he
wanted
wanted
to
to.
stay in there.
No, I'm gonna be good. Just
Mm.
sitting there looking at me like I ain't gonna say nothing. Now James
Yeah,
and
right.
Kennedy came home and he just can't. Yeah, right. It's always when you get on the live where they want to start acting up.
Always. Always.
And I tried to trust him because the last time I did it, he was fine. But nah, he on another level today,
You
and
know,
I can't take it.
yeah, they do their own thing.
So yeah, I don't stay short long though. When I used to have before I got my locks, like I didn't stay short. I usually wore my hair long.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I just like to switch up. I really do. I don't like, for me, I don't like one style for too long. So even when I go short or blonde, I get tired of that. And it's like 3 months, but then I got to go through the whole process of growing it over again. It's just the whole process with dealing with this hair. And then working out is like really difficult. So,
That was the best thing when I got my locks, and now that I go in the gym or I go like my mom this morning. We went to it's this planners, like it's like a almost like a flower outlet or whatever.
mm,
And so we went there this morning, and she had the windows down, and she's like, "Let me know if it's too much air on you." I said, "Boo, I got locks. I could just shake it and go. I don't have to worry about that when I go in the gym in the morning." I literally put like a band on it and put it all up,
yeah.
and then I just work out. And then when I get done, I take it down. The only thing I don't like about uh my locks is that um my hair, I'm starting to get grays. You can see them.
Oh, okay.
And my loctician was like, you will mess up your gray patterns if I
Put
put the color
color.
in it. Yep. And so I'm like,
You know, hair comes with something. I don't care what you do to it. I don't
yeah,
care. Short and people think it's less work short. Shoot, it's hard short.
it's hard short because you gotta. I think it's harder short than it is long because you can't just walk out the house. You can't just throw it in a ponytail when it's short. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? You gotta do something to it. I got to the point where I just started putting scarves on mine,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah. Yep.
designing it and like putting it up.
Hmm.
Cause I'm like, I don't know what to do with this hair.
But then I
Not today.
start. If I do a knot in the front, it will start to hurt my like head. If I tie it too tight,
Okay.
then I can loosen it up, and then it's not gonna stay. It just, it's a whole issue. And then tie it in the back, it wants to slide off my head. So I'm just like, ah, yeah,
Hmm. I can't wear them now because this is all very thick. So when I go to put it up, it just looks like
yeah, you
nothing's
got
flat. When
very
it's
thick hair.
relaxed, it's flat down on your head. So now it's just too thick. So now I can't do. I can barely wear hats. I do try to wear hats,
Okay.
but they have to be, and then it just looks. I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Let me just figure out a style. You can still see some of the color that I had
I
originally.
do at the ends.
Yeah, at the ends, and so that those parts haven't even fully locked yet because it's still
Oh,
out. Hmm.
okay.
So, and I'm going on 3 years almost, and it's still not fully locked. So, what I do sometimes in my spare time is I'll get scissors and I'll just cut that end off.
Yeah.
So my loctician said I was safe to do that. I read some places where it's like, don't cut your lock. Then I'm like, but people cut their locks all the time.
Right. You. I mean, I think it's just like when you're growing your hair. Hair splits up the shaft. So
Mm-hmm.
you still have to get trims with locks. People don't
Listen,
know, but you should.
and that's what, like, this one right here is almost fully locked. You can tell which one. You can see some of them are like pretty much at the ends.
Yeah.
They're thinner too. Like,
Mm.
so,
I see that one
yeah, this one.
back
Is
there.
this it? I'm trying to,
No,
no,
that's not at the end.
no. Where am I at, girl? Let me just do, oh, here we go. This one. I'm trying to pull it. See,
Okay. Yeah.
that one's fully locked. So this is how most of them will look when I finish, when it's like fully locked.
Mm-hmm.
And still on the ends, you can see like a little bit. I'll go and just cut that off. So yeah, I do. I go through and I just like look at them like I just looked, and if it looked like, I'm like, oh, let me just cut that little bitty piece off. Cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know, your hair has grown.
Well, that's the whole point, right? When you cut it, it's going to grow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's what I think this is as long as my hair has ever been. Yeah,
Okay.
because when I stretch it out, it comes all the way down.
But it would be even longer if it wasn't locked. It would, it would come even longer than that.
So yeah, this is as long as my hair has ever been. My hair has locked a lot. I mean, it has done. I think my hair is thanking me for this locking journey. I do.
I'm sure. I mean, it's better. It's healthier. It's, that natural, not putting any chemicals. I think, like, honestly, like, I think that's why I had, what were they called? Fibroids. From the,
Really?
yeah, because they say that relaxer, if studies show that black women and then Hispanic women have the most fibroids, right? And so when they tied it back, it was, what was the link between Hispanic and black women? And it was relaxers.
The
It's
straighteners, yeah.
chemicals in the relaxers, right?
Wow.
So yeah, I think that, I mean, should I be putting in? Well, I don't have no insides now, but I got a little inside, but so I'm not concerned about it now. But yeah, had I known back in the day, maybe I would have did something different.
Well, it is some women that are like, I met this one lady, she had breast cancer when she was like in her 30s.
Mm.
And now it's coming out that even breast cancer is linked to those chemicals. So she's in like this whole lawsuit litigation
Me too.
thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they wanted people who actually, like, because since I had a hysterectomy, they wanted to look at all of my, all of the records and what, when this started to appear and all of that stuff. So who knows? That lawsuit might be forever. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, that has impacted so many people. So how are they even going to truly determine if you just know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I just think it's a class act, like a class action lawsuit, and they lump them all in there. I don't know, because who's going to go through all those records?
And see, by the end of it, you'll get $25.
Don't say that.
That happened to me.
That-
That happened to us when we were in Vegas. So we had three stories in Vegas, three stories. And so the top floor, because of no, our middle floor, because our top floor was a rooftop deck. So
Mhm.
the middle floor was supposed to have sprinkler systems installed because of some type of something, and they didn't do it.
Mhm.
So they sued the company, like, and anybody that was a part of that homes built during a certain time was a part of that class action.
Right.
Man, by the time all that cleared, I think me and James got $50.
Yeah, because they got to pay the attorneys. Then everybody who's lumped in there. If there's a million people in this lawsuit, unless you're getting like mega, mega, mega. Because I have seen some lawsuits where it might be in the billions, where but you got to split amongst everybody.
Still split it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you got a million people, you get $1 billion. Hey, you
Yeah.
get too much there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just hope that they need to really start doing something about that, or really talking about that, right? Because if it's a lawsuit about it, why aren't they still sharing about that relaxers and stuff? And I know a lot of blacks have gone to like natural hair now, but still there's a lot who haven't. So education, at least, like if this is linked to this, why aren't you talking about it?
Or like when they started saying things about certain foods was giving you cancer, or
Yeah.
how they start making alternative methods, like a lot of vegan stuff, and or like
Gluten
GMO
free.
free stuff and all that, all that stuff they started making. So you would think that they would at least come up with some type of alternative.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
you
instead
said
of work.
GMO free stuff. What
Mhm.
GMO free stuff? That's all I see on the shelves is GMO. Every Almost every label. And then the crazy thing is, have you seen that with the meat? How they said they have this machine that they're now gonna be making the meats, and they're gonna make it look just like real meat. It's a
I didn't
whole
see that.
machine that will print steaks, chicken, everything, and it looks just
Well,
like.
it's a 3D machine for me.
Yep. And so, I mean, my thing is, you're not getting any nutritional value. Same thing when you eat. So I went into the store the other day looking for a seeded watermelon. There was one left in the bin, and then they got bins of seedless watermelon.
Seedless.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't have a seed, how can it reproduce anything? So you're mass producing those things, right? And we just think, oh, we're eating fruit. We're eating grapes. No, you ain't. Them grapes don't have no seeds in it. Those are one of the main ones. I know, right? I don't even buy them anymore. My husband will buy them, but what? Oh, but yeah, I know. But the thing is, it's so hard to find grapes with seeds in it. Because the thing is, a lot of people don't want to eat them with the seed and have to spit them out and all of that.
I
But,
hate that.
you know, I mean, you can't find them.
So are you saying that these grapes without seeds are artificially made?
Yes. Yeah. Anything without a seed. So they did a study. If you had a bug or fly or something, they're not even going to fly on that fruit because it's not real.
So
They
you might
can,
as well just go to McDonald's and eat fries.
but hello, right? They can tell, a bug can tell, like, this is not, any nutritional value. It's nothing in there. It looks like it, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing, like with vegan, right? You got, so one step, and then you got a whole nother step. Because I mean, if you're gonna be vegan, you're gonna be eating a lot of vegetables and fruits. But then you got to make sure you're eating vegetables and fruits for real.
But that's what I was just telling you, even about like vegan is pasta, but you need to watch the type of
Oh,
pasta that you eating.
right,
You
not
know what I'm
pescatarian,
saying?
not what's the other one? Because it's pescatarian, vegan, and then
Vegetarian.
that's vegetarian, vegan. It's one where you don't eat anything but, okay, raw vegan, raw vegan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be able to fully raw vegan, be a fully raw, but I do want to. I want to be primarily raw,
So sushi.
but
Which,
that's no. I'm not. I don't want no meat. Period.
oh, you're
No.
not gonna do meat either. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Mm-mm, nope.
So the
Yeah.
raw vegan, I see what you're saying. The raw vegan, so you won't eat any meats, and then your vegetables will pretty much be out of the, like, pick them out of the garden, rinse them off, and just eat
That part. I'll probably be growing them myself,
them. Ooh,
but that
Jesus.
just takes a lot because you're constantly eating because you know that stuff is just running right through you. When you got real vegetables, it's gonna run. It's gonna make you run.
My neighbor just asked me that because I'm doing a little whatever I got out there going on.
Hmm.
I got all kinds of flowers and whatever. I'm just trying to make it a little garden out there. My
I
little
love.
own personal garden of Eden. So he was like, "Are you a gardener?" I said, I like flowers." He was like, "What? You ain't put no vegetables in that thing?" Because I got a big flower bar, like a garden thing. And so
Is it
I
in?
put all, I'll show you real quick. It's it's enclosed, yeah. And so he was like, you ain't put no vegetables in there. I said, I need to see how I do with my flowers first. And then he was like, oh, do I know how to turn this thing around? Oh no, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do it like, hold on. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Can you see it?
Okay, that's nice.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got
Oh
all
no,
this stuff.
was it enclosed, like covered?
Oh no,
right?
it's not enclosed. No,
Oh.
no, it's just raised. It's just elevated.
Yeah.
And so he was asking me if I was putting vegetables in there, and I was like, I got some flowers in there. I said, let me try my luck with flowers first, and if they do well, I might throw some seeds in there.
But you can do pots. You
Huh?
can do the pots for your vegetables.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because can you put vegetables in there with flowers? That probably wouldn't be right.
I think so. I think so, but you got to have the space, depending on what vegetable it is, so that the root can, spread out.
My mom grew, and that very thing, James built that. And so my mom grew tomatoes in there. She grew peppers in there.
Okay.
So it's very fertile, and it came up, and it was really nice. And I was like, okay. So what I might do is I might take some of the flowers out and like separate the sides, and on one side put vegetables and fruits or whatever, and then on the other side put flowers, like
Well,
half and half.
you don't want a separate one for the it's cold in here. You don't want a separate one for the fruits and vegetables, and then for the flowers separate.
I'm thinking about getting those hanging, the hanging ones.
Mm-hmm.
They could just hang over my deck out there. I'm thinking about getting hanging ones, and if I do that, then I'll do one with fruits and one with vegetables.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get. Ooh, I love flowers. I love flowers.
Me too.
Like spring and summer. See all those colors and stuff. I love it.
Ooh, I'm gonna videotape my front. You would just love my front yard because I just keep, and like I said, we got this growers outlet here. Like flowers are $2, $4. Like oh girl, I went crazy in there. I have so many flowers I planted, and our hydrangea plant, James planted it maybe like 4 years ago, and it finally bloomed, and it's like so big.
4 years.
It took 4 years for that thing to grow.
Nice. Wow.
And it was small. It was small, and it didn't look like it. And like I just was like, whatever, it's not gonna do anything. And then this year, it grew like 4 times bigger than it was.
Oh, talk about that's good. That's good, right? So it didn't look like it was gonna grow, but it was growing underneath. It was growing.
Oh, you right. This is something. So, but
I got
the crazy thing.
I can hear you.
Okay, so the crazy thing about growth is a lot of it is being done under the covers, like underneath it all. Yep. But then it just immediately explodes out of nowhere. Like it's like that's what they call exponential growth. I feel exponential because you're growing, but you don't even realize you're growing. And then like out of the clear blue sky, it's like boom, it's growing. It's there. And I mean, I think that we can learn a lot about that just in life, where you don't think you're going anywhere, you don't think you're doing anything, and then boom, all of a sudden you arrive, and you put in that work to get where you are. You know what I'm saying?
But see, people from the outside won't see what all you did, right? They won't see all of the internal stuff. The internal work is the work, right? You finally, it's just like with the plant or whatever, the flower you planted. It takes time to take root. So that internal work takes a lot of time to really build on top of each other, right? To multiply, because it's multiplying inside internally.
Can you hear me?
Did it kick me out?
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, it worked this time.
I know, because I caught it real fast. Somebody tried to call, was like, oh no. So it's good. It's good. Let me see, but it looks like the layout went a different.
On my there it is.
Okay. So yeah, internally, and that's what I figured out with myself. I see my package coming. I see with myself, last year was more external. So I think no, I don't think I started wrong. I think I did what God told me to do. External, getting on lives, doing lives or whatever. But this year I definitely know it's an internal work. It's a work that he's doing on me. And I may not see it. As of lately, I've been seeing more of the what's happening, right? But it's just like with that plant. All of a sudden, you'd be like, and then people are thinking that it happened overnight. That
Come
wasn't an
on, friend.
process.
It's
It
not.
was not.
No, it is
No.
not. No,
Mm-mm.
not at all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would say definitely this year it has been uh an internal growth process.
Internal is the hardest one though,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't always see what's happening on the inside.
Right. That's the whole point. You can't see it. I mean, like, I can't see it yet. You don't see it yet, but one day you will. Keep on going. That's what makes it so hard because you can't see it. So sometimes it's like, why am I doing it? Right? Like, I can't see the results yet. But just like you said, 4 years. That was 4 years.
It was 4 years, and oh my gosh, girl, it is. Oh, like when you look at it, it doesn't even seem like it's been 4 years. You couldn't believe that. What? Like this took 4 years in the making to get like this. It looked like it's always been like this, and that's how
That's
he
the
worked with
whole
us.
point. Yep.
He's a redeemer of time.
Yeah. But
So
when you're
I don't
going
care.
through it,
Mm-mm.
it seems it seems every bit of the 4 years when you're going through it.
When you go through it, and then but when you get on the other side of it, it's like, yeah, wow. I mean, I'm here, and I wouldn't take anything from my journey. You
Yeah.
know, work
Mm-hmm.
is good. We did have a topic today, y'all.
Oh, well, but sometimes, yes, we may get to it. Um, I think this was necessary, and people need to hear that, right? Like, keep on going.
Keep on.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I have to stay daily in something that is motivating me because this internal work, definitely I could be doing something else. I'll be like, look, what is all this for? Because I could truly be dedicating myself to something else. But yet I can't because I got to see what's going to come from it.
So, I'm looking right now because for this month, and I posted this on my Facebook page, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw it or not because I put it in my story. But this month,
Yeah,
I decided
mm-hmm.
to do a month of letters
Oh,
for
I
my
did. I saw
growth
it.
journey. I wanted to do that. And when I tell you, girl, this thing has given me so much life. Like, I've had to write a letter to somebody that I'm resentful towards. Somebody, my father. I've had to write someone who makes you angry, someone you miss. Your best friend. That's today. So, best friend, let me write you a letter today. So, your
Well,
best friend, your
send
ex
it,
best
send
friend.
send it to me then. Send me mine. Don't just write about it. Send me mine.
I don't know because I be getting pretty in depth. Like they be like 3 pages long.
Okay. The last time I've gotten a handwritten, I used to love handwritten letters, right? Like, people don't do it anymore.
So you want me to send it to you in the mail?
Yeah. Snail
Are
mail.
you? I
Uh-huh.
didn't know if you wanted me to like take pictures of it and text
Oh,
it to you.
no, snail mail. Old fashioned.
Oh, okay. That puts so much pressure on me because now I'm gonna feel like I need to.
Okay. You
Okay.
don't have to.
No, I'm gonna do it. 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 And I'm just gonna let it flow because that's what I've been. That's what I've been really trying to do because it's really. I didn't realize how much this was gonna be freeing. Because remember, I told you I wanted to start working on the internal version of myself more, like intentionally working on that.
Yeah.
And usually I just write in my journal, just write. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna do prompting this time, like a true assignment. And I didn't realize how much healing was in prompting journaling, like prompt journaling. There's a lot of healing in it because you'll start saying stuff and you won't even know that it comes from here. It comes from deep down. It's mindless. It really is from the heart.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been so every day I wake up, of course, prayers, that's been a thing, but I do a daily, what are those things called?
Daily bread.
No, in the plan, Bible plan, right? So
the Bible plan, yep.
Yeah, find the plan. I've been doing the plan I've been doing is on, it's a good one too. It's like, it's talking about the Bible, but it's talking about you and how you can basically get closer to God, right? But it's not like a churchy or a real, it's just down to earth. It makes you think. He's talking about, he wrote a book, and so he's talking about things that will draw you closer, and how it's relatable to us as humans. So I do that, and then I started Exodus because I'm exiting out, baby. And this whole transformation, this transitional piece is, I just wanted to read about Exodus. And I never been a real like Bible reader. Proverbs was always my go-to because I can understand it, right? But
you can understand Proverbs?
Huh?
You can understand Proverbs? I'm sorry for cutting you off. That is like the worst book for me.
Proverbs?
Yeah, it just seems like so boring.
Oh, I don't know. It just became, I was told it was the place of wisdom. And so I used to just read it, right? But now I said I wanted to get closer to God. Be careful what you say, right? Because he sure will. Like, you don't understand what that means. You're going to have to go through some stuff to get closer to something. And we can jump, that'll segue us right into friendship, right? When you say
I like the way you did that.
Want, right? If you want a friend, guess what? Work starts with you, right? Because if you're going to be a good friend, what does that even look like? You want to present the best you, the best version of you. So work on yourself. And I didn't realize that as we are talking about that internal work, I did a lot of internal work prior to meeting you.
Me too.
And that's how it was able to just flow because we did the work prior, right? So when we think about it, that work just then exponentially for us started to show up.
Well, I think, like you're saying, I think not only did the work show up, but it's a reward. Like this friendship is a reward to the hard work. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going backwards anymore. Wherever I am now as a result of my hard work, I'm collecting and going. You see what I'm saying? And then it's going to bring other people and so I'm going to collect the fruits of my labor. I'm not worrying about what was lost in the process. You know, and so because you have to at some point stop beating yourself up, because I think that that's what work is sometimes. Like when you have to do a lot of internal work, at first I definitely thought, oh, I'm just bad at this and I'm bad at that and da 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 da. I thought, okay, I need to do this, this, and this to help me. Instead of doing like the prompting, like I said, which is natural self-work. Like it doesn't put any pressure on you to try to exercise a certain type of way. Just you doing that alone brings out emotions, it brings out thoughts, it brings out actions, it brings you into awareness of some things that you might not have thought was there. and then you work based off of that. You see what I'm saying? Or you forgive based off of that, or you have grace based off of that, and that in itself is rewarding.
Yeah. I mean, getting to know yourself and having a relationship with yourself is one of the best things that you can ever do, right?
Mhm.
Because as you are continue to heal and continue to know you, then the better you are to present yourself into this world and into friendships, relationships, communities, but you got to do that self work.
I told my counselor yesterday that I'm finally in the space where I have accepted all of myself.
Mhm.
Like, not just the good pieces, but the pieces that may seem broken, or the pieces that may seem like I have gotten to a place in my life where every piece of me, all of me, is accepted by me.
And guess what happens, right? Then that's you draw people like that. You draw people who are at that same space because as you know, like when you're not healed, and it's not to say that you accepting all of you means healing. I'm not saying that
No.
equates healing. What I'm saying
Mm.
is when you have these spaces of unacceptance of self, then you're going to draw people to you because they're going to mirror that to you. You're going to see these things, right? Um, and that's part of growth. When people are drawn to you like that, it helps you to grow. If you if you see if you are really like in tune with yourself. I think if you want to grow, you'll start seeing things about yourself, but you got to be open.
And I think that you also see, like, oh, this is probably where I'm struggling in friendship, because I was talking to James about this on our podcast about me being an only child and just the level of, or the lack of, relational skills that comes with just being and my mom's only child. And just coming to the realization that, oh, I might not know how to compromise as well, and now that might be leading to me not being able to sustain good relationships, because I don't know how to talk about things, I don't know how to communicate, and I don't know how, I want it my way or no way. And when that's not done, then I'm upset, I'm shutting down all these things. So in order to, and I think that's acceptance in itself, right? It's awareness that this is happening with me, but it's also like, girl, it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, what are you planning on doing about it? And then taking that journey,
Mm-hmm.
challenging yourself. Okay, the next friendship I get in, I'm going to watch myself when this person doesn't do what I asked them to do. How do I respond to that?
Mm-hmm.
Do I shut down? Do I not answer my phone when they call? Do I put them on a pause? Like, what do I do? Because if I do all those things, that's something that I need to challenge myself to do differently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
But do you still do that?
No, I've definitely done a lot of work in that area.
Okay.
I've done a lot of
Okay.
work in
I,
that
I haven't seen that, or you didn't
area. Mm-mm.
express it if it did happen.
No, I don't. I've done, when I tell you I've done a lot of work in that area, I've done a lot of work just being like, oh, no worries. And like literally meaning no worries. Like, it's not a big deal to me. Whatever you got to do, we're going to figure it out. We're going to work through it. And I think you helped me a lot with that, because when it's constantly done to you, all it does is enable you to continue to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But when
Mm-hmm.
you find, and then you can't have somebody that's trying to work on it and you trying to work on it too, because it's just too easy to fall back into the same patterns. So you got to have somebody outside to show you that it's okay to practice what you're trying to practice. And I think that you stepped in right when I was trying to learn how to practice that, and your ability to be able to say, oh, girl, don't worry about it. Like, even today with the mix up with times, like, oh, don't worry about it. And like really meaning it and not being like, oh my God, like, oh, I've had that in my life. No
Mm-hmm.
flexibility, just very inflexible people. And even so, when I try to practice flexibility with somebody and then they don't give me grace, then that's hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been, when I think back, I've been very inflexible. I would say rigid, right? Rigid in friendships in the past. Like, if it's not on the schedule, right? I can't, like, if you ask me to do something, I'd be like, no, it's not on the schedule. That's how it used to be very, it had to be, I guess, my way. When I think about
Uh-huh.
it, it had to be my way, right? And then I went to therapy about that. And one day, well, she was my friend at the time, invited me to go to like lunch or something, right? But she was very spontaneous and I was very rigid. And that didn't work for me where I was. And she was like, well,
Mhm.
she just asked you, could you go? I said no, I couldn't go because she knows that I'm a planner. So why, I was looking at it from my perspective, like one of us it had to be somebody who was going to give, right? And we
Yep.
both at the same place. That's what I realized. She was where she was. This is me. I'm not changing. And I was where I was. But
That's
after that,
hard to work with that.
it is. Well, because I don't think well, for me, it didn't work, right? But it showed me. So I'm glad that I
Mhm.
experienced it because I was like, why are you so rigid? Why friendship doesn't have to be, because then I'm thinking it's all about me. That's not a friendship. It takes compromise. And somewhere that was 4 years ago. We see this four keep coming up, right? While we talking about this plant. That was
Oh,
4
let's see
years
what four
ago.
means.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
listening.
and so I started to realize, like, okay, if you want to breathe, because even the Bible says if you to want a friend, you got to show yourself friendly. But that still doesn't tell you what exactly that means, friendship. You know what I'm saying? It still doesn't say that friendship is this or that. So that was a starter for me to learn because I would go in and out of wanting friendship but not realizing how much I was stuck in myself, in my own ways, wanting things done my way until that situation. And
Mm.
so then after that, I started to realize that I would get people who were um, uh, flexible for themselves. I guess me, it was a reflection of me, right? And I was like, I don't,
I don't like that.
don't work. Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
like
like that.
that.
I
Right.
don't like that.
I
Yeah.
was like, no, that ain't gonna work for me. And I started to change. I
Wow.
started to like ease up and be more open to, just like you said, like today. Um, that really didn't bother me at all. Back in the day, it would have. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I scheduled this and I could be doing such and such. But now it's not even a thought,
Yep.
but that took work. It really did. And I didn't realize until we're really having this conversation, like I've done a whole lot of work um on in the area of friendship prior to us being friends.
Yep. And it's so great. It is so great. And you know, things happen in life, things change, we grow, and you just have to really be in a place of understanding that when you grow and when you shift, like when you grow and you shift and you change and you do all of that, um, it might come with some people that you have to leave behind. Because as you stated, that season of your life attracted those type of people in your life.
Hmm.
But when you started to grow and change and develop and be different, then those same people didn't suit you as they did before. And you have to be very careful not to down yourself and make it seem like something's wrong with you,
Hmm.
because it's because of your good work that now your circle has to change. Because now the things, like you said, that you was attracting before, you're almost rejecting them now.
Hmm. Oh yeah. um it was necessary for that type because, as I said, they reflected me, right? And I got a chance to see I didn't like that. So it was important to have those type of friends at that time. Friends
Yes.
at that time. It was a need because how else would I see it? And I wouldn't see it in somebody who came who had did their work because they wouldn't stick around. They would reject me.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right. So let me ask you this. You said friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So or were those fake friends or were those actually friends for you in that
Mm-hmm.
moment? You know what I'm saying?
Um, in that moment, it was what I thought was friends because that's where I was. That's what I thought friendship was. Let me how do I thought that's what friends were until I started to change, right? Until it became a pattern. When there were some patterns that were coming up and I didn't like um and didn't for me wasn't a part of what I wanted in friendship, right? Then I don't say that it was fake friends. I think that they were showing up the way that they knew how to show up
Maybe toxic friends.
in a sense, yeah. But part of me started out toxic.
Oh yeah, like toxicity attracts toxicity. So,
It-
the fact that you were able to weave yourself out of that means that you're coming to some place of normalcy and healthiness in order to
that
be able
took a
to now
long
reject
time.
that. Oh,
Yeah, it
yes.
took a long time because it would it always was this thing where it would coast for a little while, but I always knew it was going to be an interruption. It always
Mhm.
happened once or twice a year, right? And so this went on with both of these people for years, years.
Wow.
8, 9 years.
Until you changed.
I couldn't take it no more. It
Yeah.
was for
Yeah.
me like I said, why is this going on? You the common denominator. It's something in you, and if you don't like it, don't accept it. You
But
know.
you had to know what was acceptable. That's where the change came.
Hmm. Well, I had to learn what friendship truly was. So
Mhm.
that showed me, for me, that wasn't true friendship. I didn't want to keep going with these breaks and patterns because it mimicked things in my family, right? Where
Mm.
you start like not having communication, it breaks off. Yeah, like conflict. When conflict would come, it's okay for you to say what you need to say. But if I say something, it's a whole problem. Oh,
Like
you can say what
conflict,
or tell me what.
aggression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm wrong, right? I'm wrong for sharing my stuff, but I let you say whatever it is you need to say, and it wasn't pleasant most times, right? So I had to learn that I don't want to be this person who just goes through friendship like because it was hard for me to connect fully in those friendships because I didn't feel safe. I knew there was going to be a break in there, right? So I'm like, it's hard to be a true friend and you're anticipating this thing to
This
come.
fallout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I didn't truly feel safe. So I didn't give my all.
You were constantly, there was no level of commitment there. It was just very,
I didn't have the commitment,
yep.
and they didn't have the commitment either. Because
And it,
whenever it happened, they gone. And it was, for me, it was like a relief. I was like, whew, because I'm tired of this, right? I'm tired of you being able to say whatever it is you need to say and me not, mine wasn't okay. It was
it's
almost like
give and
being
take.
bullied.
Yeah, it's oh my gosh, yes. And then like you just happen to be submissive. And I don't think friendship is about having to give. Marriage is that way. You have to be submissive, but not in a bullying way.
Yeah.
Friendships, we choose our friends. We
Yeah.
choose our mates as well, but there's just a different level of connection that you have with a friend.
Yeah.
That you should be able to truly enjoy your friends. Like, I mean,
Hard.
they should bring you so much joy and happiness, and just there. Of course, there might be times when you might have a little conflict and you got to work through that, but
Right.
that's what you do. You work through it. And if friends are bringing you stress and drama, and like,
Whew.
you need to cut
Look,
that. Like,
sometimes I would look at the phone and I'll be
I'm
like,
not answering it. I'm
when
not
you,
answering that.
and when you got to do that, when you're looking at the phone, like, what is it now, or what's going to happen now, right? That's an indication, like, something is wrong, and I don't want that. Not in no.
Major.
In a friendship, like you say, I know it's not always going to be smooth, right? I know we're going to have these spaces where, okay, there's things we need to talk about, but we adults,
Just talk
right?
about it. The quicker
Yeah.
you talk about it with a true friend, the sooner you can get past it.
And I felt like I was never allowed to talk about it in a way of which my words were accepted. So I'm irritated when I see you call, or, you get that in your stomach, it starts to, you like, and I mean, you ain't, who are you, right? That I should be feeling like this, and you're supposed to be my friend. No,
No,
that's not a friendship. And
it's not.
the final time where it happened with both of them, I was done, and I said never to.
And you didn't. So I had a situation like that, to where it was like bullying, and like if I didn't do things a certain type of way, it was like, oh, you're so stupid, and all these things. And it's like, I mean, she never said it, but it was the way she like acted towards me, right?
Mhm.
And the last time that I did not do something that she wanted, I never called her back, and she never called me back. And that's been like 6 years ago. And I am totally okay with how that played out, because it's a certain point where you just get tired of it. I get tired of being a slave. I know people say it's a choice, but at some point when you are in friendships and you don't know how they're supposed to really work, you don't think you have a choice. You just do what you feel like is necessary in these friendships. And I am just so glad that I did not give up on searching for true friendship, because it's real. You have to do some work, because in order for you to allow somebody to even treat you like that, there's some self-esteem things that you need to work through.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But when you gain that self-esteem and you know that you're worth more, then you stop putting up with certain things. Yep. And then the funny part with me was, not only did I stop putting up with it, I didn't care. Like, it was like, it's one thing to say, oh, I'm not going to do it. And then be like, but what if? I ain't had no what if. It literally, Tony was like, okay, well, if this is how this is going to be, I ain't even for it. And boom, I'm done. And I don't really care what happens as a result of it. Like, I'm not calling you anymore. And if you never call me again, I'm fine with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, mine was on the block list. I think they still are. I don't need to have them on the block list now, but it was in the beginning because I didn't want to go back, right?
You didn't want to go back.
Yeah. And I need this boundary for myself at that time. Now it's, it wouldn't be that, but it's like you said, when you accept all of you, if I can accept all of me, I need other people who can accept all of me, right? And all of me still got some work, right? But so that's for all of us. We all got some work, but certain things I'm not tolerating.
Can you look at me and not judge me for where I am on my journey?
Yeah.
Because if you can't, then we can't go together. We can't vibe. Like, I just need somebody that understands. And I mean, first of all, though, you got to understand that you're on a journey and that you're not perfect. And then you just got to have people that rock with that.
You watch the, I sent you from Instagram something, and you just hit exactly what I sent you, right? It is a journey, right? So a friend should be along on your journey, cheering you on, right? and excited about your journey and being there, not trying to change your journey, not trying to change you in the journey. Allow that person to be who they are, right? And that's not to say that if I see something that I can help you with, or if I see something that, you know, I may sense would be something that will help you or you help me, right? If you're open to it, sharing that. But I'm not trying to change you.
One thing I'm gonna say to that. Let me read this first, cause well, I don't know. Let me say this and then I'll read that.
What is
Cause
that? The
keep going
number?
out about the number. We're gonna really, it's really finna hit. But what I'm realizing is friends that have people, individuals that have realized that life is a journey, struggle with being friends with people that have not realized that life is a journey, and vice versa. You cannot, because the way that we look at each other, the grace that we have for each other, because we understand the journey and the process, is
Mm-hmm.
different than somebody who's not ready to go on a journey or realize that life is a journey. Like you already, it's not even about you being ready. You are on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's you opening up your eyes to know that, and
Mm-hmm.
then understand, oh, I might make a wrong turn on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might need to make a U-turn on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
I might get rerouted on this journey, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm on a journey. And I
Mm-hmm.
have to have people around me to understand that this journey is not linear. It has a lot of curves and a lot of turns and a lot of swoops and a lot of this and a lot of, and I think that that's where I am now. Anybody that's in my life or was in my life when I wasn't on a journey path, oh, we was cool. But now that I'm on a journey path, I'm not cool with those people anymore.
Well,
And
were those people on a journey as you were on a journey? Because what I found was, um, I don't even know if then I realized I was on a journey, but I definitely know now I'm on a journey.
it's the
And for
acceptance.
me, I need a friend who is also on a journey, because you understand then. That's where the understanding comes from for me. Like,
Yes.
because I know
Yes.
things happen. It's a journey, right?
It's
Things
a
are going to
journey.
happen.
You get a
But with
flat tire.
anything, right? Engine problem, whatever. But if you're not on a journey, then you won't understand me.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're all on a journey, I feel. But
Hmm.
it's the accepting of the journey.
Right.
And so whether you want to realize it or not, waking up and getting up in the morning starts it all over again. We get regenerated and we start right back over again. Like
Hmm.
we are literally moving. We're moving, working, living organisms.
Hmm.
And that is a part of what makes this a journey, what makes life a journey. But if you
Hmm.
can't accept that, if you can't accept life as being a journey,
Hmm.
then I struggle with being close to you, because what how I look at life and what I have going on with me is very different than how you look at life
Hmm.
and what you have going on with you. And so then you're right. Like you said, oh, I gotta, it's a schedule. Like I gotta do this. That's not
Hmm.
journey
Trying
mindset.
to do things right. Yeah. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. Let's pencil something in. That's journey. That's understanding that life happens, and if we don't plan something, we will miss out on an opportunity to be with each other and to commune with each other and all that kind of stuff. So that's journey mindset. So
Hmm.
there's nothing wrong with having a schedule. You know, you should have an itinerary. You should have things to help you along the way, but you also have to be flexible and lenient in that.
Hmm. And that's the piece that took me a long time to get, was the flexibility, right? To not be so rigid. I grew up in a rigid household, and so
Mm-hmm.
what I knew was rigidity. I knew things, and that's almost a perfectionistic way of looking at it. It's not allowing room for things to happen. And I'm proud of myself because I can say now, like, I give myself room for, I don't want to say error. I want to say I give myself space for whatever may come, right? Even in my schedule with my clients, like things happen, and I'm pretty flexible. Sometimes I'm flexible with them because I also have to teach them. It's a thin line, right?
Yeah.
I have to teach them boundaries, right?
Yep.
But I understand that things happen, right? And so if it's something that came up and they're not able to do it that day, I usually give them within that week. If we can, find a time within that week without me charging you your late fee, you know.
Right,
But
right.
that's the same way I had to look at myself. Like I need, because things can happen, right? I may have penciled in for time with me and you, and then I got to see a client. Well, I know you're pretty flexible, right? You're on this summer, and you may have other time. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's about, if you want flexibility, you got to be flexible. Whatever it is you want, you have to be.
You have to be it. Don't ask for nothing from anybody else that you cannot be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Right. So that's what I'm learning. Friendship is a big part of that, is you being who you're looking for. Right. And that may show up differently. It may, because a friend is going to bring something that you don't have, but a friend is probably going to come with things that you do have as well.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
May
nice
look
balance.
different. Yeah. Yeah.
So number 4, you ready for this?
Give it
It
to me.
symbolizes the 4 elements of air, fire, water, and earth, representing the importance of collaboration and unity in achieving our goals.
Mhm.
Additionally, the number 4 embodies practicality, structure, and hard work. So it demonstrates that.
Mhm.
And what do we say after 4 years to plant? It showed its work.
Mhm.
All these things, 4, you have to look at it. 4 is an amazing number. It's an amazing thing for you to begin to see. Even in our friendship,
Mhm.
I'm seeing, like, I don't know if 4s, I don't know where we can see 4s, but I see the unity. I see the collaboration in us. I see us coming together to make all these things happen.
Mhm.
And so it's important to be able to recognize where you are in life, because a lot of times if you don't take that time, you'll beat yourself up. You won't think that you're getting anywhere. But
Mhm.
this is proof that at some point you should see your hard work paying off.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
Look, I think 4 years you've been on this. We talked about this. 3 years. You're at 3 years with your weight loss, right? 3.
Yeah. This makes, it was 21. Yeah. 3 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm in it in year 3. So I'm
mhm.
grateful for that. Right. So I can imagine year 4 next year, it really be popping.
It's really gonna be popping. So
Mm-hmm.
now you got that to look forward to. Even my hair. My hair started 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
next year it's probably gonna be like, and we
yeah.
have to go back and like remember, hey, at year 4, let's see if we can truly see our hard work. Because I feel like if you don't take time to do that, then you won't realize, like, man, I really have put in a lot of work here.
Right.
You won't
That's true.
celebrate yourself.
That's true. Right. Yeah. Like, it's important to take that time, and every year has its own thing, right?
Let me look up
Like
one.
for us, we're on year 1 of
I said, let me look up one. Let me look up
Mhm.
one.
Mhm.
I literally was just saying that to myself because I literally was just thinking we are coming up on 1 year friendship.
Mhm.
Unity again. It
Unity.
means
Mhm.
unity,
Mhm.
coming together, divine support.
Mm.
And I see that in us. We're very
Mhm.
supportive of each other.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So it's crazy because I was sitting here while you was talking earlier. I was like, man, we really are coming up on 1 year of friendship.
Mhm.
It's been a good year.
Well, it seems like longer than that though.
It does. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
Mhm.
I think that we need to start planning a trip, a friendship. We could do a couples trip because I think James and Tyrone will be fine
Oh
together.
yeah, they're both laid back, right? So I already know that I can already see they would be good. Yeah, they'd be good together.
We take our couples trips in February.
I don't. Well, February would be good because that's his birthday month, and so we do want to get back to doing because we used to do the birthday February and then September for anniversary and my birthday, right? But this whole moving thing, we gotta after that happens, we'll be back on, right? So that will be fine. Yeah.
Because our anniversary is in February.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
it'll be good because we can
Mhm.
celebrate his birthday and our anniversary. And we can just go somewhere tropical because it doesn't even matter this in February. That's why we went to Jamaica in February last year. It was amazing. Well,
Oh,
this year. It was
okay.
amazing. So
Hmm.
I don't know where we're gonna go next February, but we are definitely going somewhere. We have made that our thing. February is our month to travel as a couple.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, because I'm itching. I miss my friend. I need to see
Oh.
this food.
Yeah, I want to be on the island, the beach somewhere.
Now we are going to the beach in July.
The beach? What beach?
Myrtle Beach in South Carolina.
Myrtle Beach. I went once in my life, and it was freezing cold out that day. That time, I took my daughter. It was spring break, so it had to
Oh
be like
yeah, it's still cold
March
in.
something. We
Yeah,
was like, we can't even go out there. We just stayed in
yeah.
the hotel and yeah, just got in the pool and stuff. Hmm.
I can guarantee you it will not be hot in July because that's when we go.
It won't.
I mean, it won't be cold. It won't be
Oh,
cold
I was like, it
in
won't.
July. It
I
will
don't
be
want to go
hot
outside. Okay,
in July. So, but we also are going to your favorite state this weekend.
Florida.
We're going to
Awesome.
Tampa this weekend.
Okay.
That's where James wanted to go to like unwind, and I have family there, so we just gonna go and hang out with the fam and celebrate Father's Day and come on
Mm.
back. But I'm nervous about these sharks and stuff.
Oh,
You didn't hear about that? This one girl,
in Tampa.
Florida. It was, I think she was in the Panhandle, so somewhere in there, because she got medevac back to Pensacola, so it was somewhere like Panama City, somewhere in
Wow.
there. She was in the water on a sandbar looking for sand dollars with her friends, and a shark got her. Her leg got amputated and her hand got amputated and her friend's arm got amputated.
Oh wow.
And they're so bad that they are having the people are going up in helicopters trying to spot the sharks now and put flags down to let you know where they are. I'm like, you know what? It ain't even that serious.
That's serious. I don't even want to go right there. No.
I ain't that serious. So I already told James because I don't get in the water anyway when I go to the beach. I just love the waves and I just sit down with an umbrella and I just wait. But him and Kaden be all the way out there, and I already told him, look, this
Mm.
is not the time to be doing that. Like I
Right.
don't,
Mm.
and I know he wants to go to the beach, whatever. I would rather, because they have boats that you can take to the Bahamas.
Okay.
So I would rather do that.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to. I know it's just simple, it's quick. But if we don't go to the beach at all, like take me to the outlets, I'm okay.
For sure. No, I want to go to the beach too, but for sure, like
Listen, I just like to put on a cute little bathing suit and sit with my sunglasses on and just
yeah, and that's fine too. I love that too. If that sun is really out there, have my little drink, maybe some music playing, just relax.
that's it.
Yes.
And put
Mm-hmm.
what I like to do because I do all these audiobooks. Put my audiobook in my ear, sit back with a drink, listening to those waves, girl. That's a whole vibe. But I'm not gonna be able to have that vibe now that I'm worried that my daughter and my husband is about to get ate up by a shark. I can't think properly. I can't do that.
Well, it was lower Florida, not Tampa, not near.
No, so Panhandle is here. Tampa is maybe 3 hours from that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they could be in those. It's the waters. Yeah.
It's the waters. So I'm a little bit. I am a little bit nervous about it. So I did.
What do they feel?
I mentioned my concern
Yeah.
to James, and he said, "Well, I'm not gonna go out there. I don't be out this way. I don't be out there that far." James, so I need to show you the video of how far you was in the water. Because Cause when they out there, they really don't know how far they be out.
Yeah.
When he be on them sand dunes and stuff, he does that. He swim because he was a certified lifeguard. James can swim.
Oh, okay.
Like he knows all about the rip currents. He's taught Kaden about that. I'm more afraid of the sharks than I am the rip currents because both of them know what to do. But a shark is no help.
Right. Yeah.
It's no hope. So I've expressed my concern. I still think we're going to Siesta Key, which I'm looking forward to. I heard it's a very nice beach. But I'm just a little bit I'm gonna call my cousin, so I'm be like, look, like my mom already said, I ain't going out there. You can go, I ain't go. Okay. My mom don't like going out there, and my mom is starting her locks. Hey, boo. She's starting her locks on Friday.
Is she cutting it all the way off? Oh, hers is natural already.
So yeah, her hair is already natural, and she just has like a small afro. So she's actually starting at a good time. She just literally cut her hair maybe like 2 months ago.
Okay.
So it's at that point where it's a good starting point. So she's like, you think I'm gonna go out there with my hair freshly done? I don't think so. Okay. Mama, you ain't getting in the water, so what's the point?
And it's natural and
it's natural hair.
Pro.
But she getting the locks done.
Oh, she's getting.
So she said, "Nah, I ain't going out there to mess up my hair, Mama. It ain't gonna get messed up, but okay."
I understand. Hey, you know how we are with our hair now. I ain't mad at her. I understand.
No, I do too, because let me tell you, I would tell Kaden in a heartbeat, and my hair is like, it's not gonna mess my hair up. But I tell her in a minute, oh no, Mama can't get in the water because I just don't know it. And I was telling because my
you just don't want to get in the water.
My therapist has locks too. And no, she thinks it is something from our childhood because remember, we was like, don't get out there in the water with your hair.
Don't get your hair.
Yeah, so I think that just something internally makes me feel like I can't get in the water anymore because of my hair. But she's like,
that would be the perfect
each other from that. Yeah, I can get in the water with this. It's not gonna mess it up at all. But now it's the sharks. I can't get in there because of the sharks.
Oh Lord. Well, you can get your legs in there. Shark ain't gonna come that if you getting in water where the legs is, they ain't coming out there. Just lay on the side with your audio book then.
I do know what I told my mama. I said that's what they made swimming pools for. Go get the swimming pool.
Yeah. I hear you. Yep.
That's a really cute dress. Where'd you get that dress from?
Girl, thrifted. Some thrift person.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't pay a lot for it?
Nope. I think it was $22 or something like that.
I still haven't worn my skirt. You got to tell me what kind of shirt to wear with it.
I don't even remember what skirt it was.
The one with it was all pleated.
Oh, that white one. Okay. You can wear a statement tee with that. Because it's a different color one, right? Yeah, make a statement tee.
What kind of statement tee though?
Any kind.
Like what color?
Oh, white.
Just white? Because it's cream. That's what messed me up. The skirt is cream.
I mean, yeah, a statement tee though could be any color. Or you could pull out one of the colors and have a statement tee.
Yeah, you're right. I need to do that.
And then your nails match it.
I know, girl. This would be the perfect time for me to wear it.
Yes, it would. Yep.
Yeah, my nail tech is about to go on maternity leave.
You told me that. Well, then, so this is my new thing for Fridays, except for the one when I do life after divorce. I'm going to do my nails on, I don't know if I'm actually do it on there on Fridays, but I'm going to just do different pointers with the nails, right? Just for healthy nails. So you may want to, you could do your own. You don't have to go to anybody. You can do your own nails. I'm just saying.
You don't want to see how mine will look.
No, you can't say that. I'm gonna walk people through it because that was the video I got the most people who viewed. It was like 1.5 K views on that. I was like, yeah, this is the thing.
What?
People want not they want like healthy nails, right? And so that's why I said I'm gonna start doing it. Because it's something I enjoy and I do it anyway.
That was us. James and I got the most views when we talked about date night. So we said we're going to start channeling and centering our stuff around date nights because obviously that's what people really want
People
to hear
want,
about.
right? Exactly.
Hmm.
That
So we're
exactly.
going to make it and be intentional about at least going on a date night once a week and like
Doing
doing a
don't
podcast about like how did it go, what did we do,
there you
why did
go.
we do it, all that kind of stuff. Yep.
I do think that that would get a lot because sometimes people just do the boring, let's go to dinner. And
Nah.
then I mean, come on. Y'all did something different, and I think that people want to see that.
That painting, girl, we got over 1,000.
I bet. But that, like you said, that shows what people want, right? When you get views like that, it lets you know that that's an area that people want to see. It may not be what we want to talk about or see, but it's what they want to see.
And it actually helps you because we had so much fun doing that. So
Mm,
now we're just going through TikTok and like searching what's date night, and then we record it
yeah,
and put it and post it. That's what we're gonna do from now on.
there you
So
go.
that's what it's about.
Go. Yep. hmm So yeah, you can do your own nails.
Okay.
So did you find somebody else who's gonna do them?
I'm trying to convince her to do some press on nails for me.
You can do your own press on nails. You know how many cute they got. Well, so you gotta be a little okay. We can talk about this at a later date. But anyway, with press ons, you gotta be careful because even though they look cute, you have to soak them off. Because a lot of times people go up under there and it rips off their nail, meaning it, it when you get that lift and it starts to hurt, you pull too much of your own nail. So your nails go pretty. They got press-ons that look just like your nails, right? But you got to be careful how you take them off. And then with press-ons, you have to know how to file them to your own, your own.
Nail
Because
structure.
right, right. Even though it may be shaped kind of the way you want it, I always go in and I mess around with my press-ons.
Yeah, because sometimes they be like too
Too.
big and be
Mm,
yeah, and you have to like shape you up. It's a lot of
exactly.
work. Like I do remember that.
It
But
is.
no, I told her about that, and I also because she said that she's probably gonna come back to work in October. She's gonna be a mobile tech.
Oh.
So
So
probably
she's
about
gonna be off from July to October.
mm-hmm,
So let yours grow healthy. Just let yours
mm-hmm.
grow natural.
These are my nails.
But is that just gel on it?
Yep,
So when you
it's
take
just
that
gel.
off, you need something to keep them though.
I just need an overlay.
Overlay. Okay.
Yeah, I just need an overlay. So I'll probably just go because what I told her I want is the next time I go, I'm gonna get them cut all the way down.
Just
And
start
then
with
I'm gonna let her do like a simple overlay on it.
mm-hmm.
And just went like almost like yours, like a little nude or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
just which is gonna be very different for me because my nails
Uh,
are always
yep. Yep.
so. But I'm gonna do that because see that'll be easier for me to maintain because all I need then is go get me a gel overlay.
But you don't even need to do that. Like you can get oh, with an overlay, if you know how to file, you can go like a month after that. You're just going to file lightly around your cuticles to blend in with your natural nail. You don't
Okay.
need overlay, right? Like you're not getting it filled in, but you're going to lightly do it at the bottom where it grew in.
Okay. So I probably can, but she's not coming back to October, so I'm gonna have to do something because that's not gonna last the whole time. Because I'm
Right.
going back in like I think the beginning of July is her end, and so July to October, I'm at August, July, August I should be fine, but then we start getting to September, October. That's when I think I'm gonna need. And my birthday is in October. These can't be looking crazy. No way.
Well, that's why I'm trying to tell you to watch, because this really is not hard at all. It's not hard to do. I'm trying to tell you.
Ooh. Okay. You go push me out my comfort zone. I
You
got
can
it.
do it yourself. I promise you, you can.
Okay.
Now, it may take a couple times, but if you can you file your own nails? Let me ask you that, because that's the hardest part.
You mean with the drill filer or like with a
No, no,
real
no.
file?
Regular. I don't even use a drill. I use a regular file. Okay,
I don't know.
that would be a no.
I don't
That's
know.
the
I
part.
haven't really ever had to do it. I filed Kaden's nails.
And they look pretty good. They look like they're
I do the
uniform.
square and yeah,
Okay,
I square them off.
if you can do that, then that's the hardest part.
And I get the cuticle cutter and I, trim her cuticles down and I do her nails pretty well, but it's just harder with your own.
True. That's why you're gonna practice, right? That's why I'm gonna come on and do it 3 times out the month. Save people money.
There you go,
Easy
friend.
peasy. If you just
I,
want something simple like these, easy peasy. Like, the more you do it, the better you'll get.
okay, I'm gonna accept that. I'm gonna accept that.
And this even comes in, it comes not just the pink, white, like an actual nude color. It's all different colors you can get.
Yeah.
But the nude colors camouflage any mistakes. That's why I'm telling you it's easy. Nobody is going to be able to see your mistakes.
Okay. I'm gonna try it, friend. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because I'm being desperate need of help come around September. I know it. Woo!
Well, September, I mean, no, I don't know. You're saying that, but you may get good by that time.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try it, but I'm saying I know I'm gonna definitely need it by then. That's when it's definitely gonna be like, girl, you better have to figure it out by September because life is gonna be lifing.
Oh,
So I
because you
probably will try it
your
on
birth.
Kaden first. I'll
Okay.
probably try it on Kaden first, do hers, see how it turns out.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, oh, well, let me do mine. I got this.
Well, if you can file Caden can file yours.
I'll teach her how.
Yeah, let her file yours, learn how to file them, and you can polish yours.
Yep.
Because this is a polish, and then you're sitting under the light.
Okay, so I need to buy one of those lights.
Yeah, the light. I think I got mine at Walgreens or CVS years ago, but it was only like $10 or something like that.
I think I'm gonna buy the electric fowler.
I wouldn't advise it.
No,
you can do it with your own file. You can do it, just use a regular file, a regular old file. Easy peasy. That's all you need. Electric filer.
we're not gonna talk about,
It's kind of, you don't know how deep you're going.
Let me just say, we're not gonna talk about how quick you was able to just pull that file out.
Oh, yep. Because I'm always. I got another one over. I keep them near me because I'm always doing something to my. Yeah, I'm always doing something to my nails. That's it. That is true. Look, when I was married previously, I probably did my nails probably 2-3 times a week. He would get so irritated. And I remember him, I don't know who he told somebody, like, basically I was spending more time with my nails than him. Well, you ain't never here, so you don't need to be saying nothing, right? That was my pastime. So yeah.
I'll do my thing, okay? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I do what I'm doing when I'm doing it when I'm doing it, okay?
Why you worried about it? If you would be here, maybe I wouldn't be doing my nails.
You better be glad that I'm doing my nails and not doing something else.
There you go. So yeah, I I've been doing this a long time. Probably, might be going on 30 years.
Okay. Well,
I took a
I
nail
think,
course and everything.
I think that you would definitely be the most eligible nail tech here in this situation to help me out because I'm gonna need some help. I am. I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna do cadence and then I'm gonna send you and let you see. Oh look at cadence. They're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
wow. It'll be
Now,
some good mommy daughter bonding time.
true. I will say cadence may be, that's where you need to start because hers are short, right?
Very
The
short.
shorter it
Mm-hmm.
is, it gives you a little bit more. You got to work it a little bit more. See, the longer
Okay.
nails you can kind of camouflage.
Yeah. I definitely
Yeah.
gonna have to work on her.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you get her,
I'm gonna make
yeah, you'd be good.
them.
Okay. Well, this was a good one.
It was a good
We
one.
didn't talk
I was
about love language
certain.
and friendship. That's why I said
Okay.
we were. We can do that next time. We can do that
Yeah,
next.
maybe. We'll see.
Love, well, if it goes there, right? We talked about all numbers, 4 and 1, and you know, some
Unity.
friendship. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Unity.
Well, I got 3 clients that I need to get to. So,
Well, at any point you need to just like pass some of your clients off, Just let me know. I need to get my certifications though. Yeah, that would be good.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You need to start advertising that you do therapy. How about that? Or
But I need
counseling.
to get my
Counseling.
license. I'm not licensed. That's my problem. I
But
have
you
to
still
get my
can
license.
do it.
I think you have to be licensed in the state of Georgia to do it.
I don't think so.
Counseling.
If you're
I mean, the school counseling you can get by, but I don't know if I can like open up a practice and have all of that without being a licensed therapist.
so you have what? A certification, right?
I just have my degree and it says Human Services Counseling, Dobson Center, Marriage and Family Services,
So why can't you use that?
Masters of Arts.
Why can't you use that? I don't understand.
Because I thought that you had to be like go into, you had to take your test.
Um, did I have to take my test though to be a therapist?
That's what I'm saying. Did you? I don't know. Because
I
I
mean,
thought that you had to take the
to be
test to be a therapist.
licensed, but I could have opened up. Everybody would be cash pay. That's the only problem. Some people don't have the cash to pay.
That's where I'm running into the issue. Like
Yeah,
if people come to me, they're like, "Oh, I need you to accept my insurance," and I'm like,
right,
"But I
right.
can do I can do simple. I can do only like maybe $100 per session."
Wait, who you gonna be doing?
What? That's too low.
Couples? You ain't gonna do no couple for no $100.
Mm.
That's way too low. You know what I charge? $275 all day, and it will be 300 real soon.
But you can do that because you have the credentials.
That's not on it. No, it's the work involved. So why would you do that for all the work you're gonna put in?
So can I sit in on some of your sessions? Is that legal?
I wish it's not. If you work for me,
You want to hire me? I'll
Look,
be a protege, and you don't only have to pay me like maybe $5. That's it, just $5. Okay,
not $5.
just $5, friend. Just $5. No, I'm serious though.
No,
I
I
should
am
do my
working on.
internship with you.
I am working on it. I'm thinking about it. So what I've been, and it's been everywhere. So even my pastor's teaching on leadership, right? He's talking all about leadership, and everywhere I go, it's talking about leadership. So I'm like, God, are you know? I talked to Tyrone about leadership. Like, I want to make sure I'm a good leader
I
because,
think you should hire me.
of course, you do. But I gotta get. I want to make sure that I'm going to do things. I'm going to be a good leader. That's my thing.
No, that's not even an option for me. You are a good leader. So this, let me know you need me to send you my resume. And yeah, so I'm available, at certain times we can work through that. And then like, because this is part of building blocks, right? I totally see it. And then we can start our own practice later on down the line.
Sure.
And have
Florida
our
and
retreats.
Georgia. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get it. Let me work out the kinks, right? I gotta figure out how to do it. How to I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me think about it. I've already been thinking about hiring, but the work involved.
What kind of work is involved?
With hiring other people?
Yeah.
So you would have to get whoever. I can't be a supervisor right now. It takes me 5 years of being fully licensed to be a supervisor. So
what number are you on?
2.
You can't even do internships?
No, I can have interns, but you would have to get your own supervision. I couldn't provide it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you would have to hire a supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. It's not difficult. I probably need to consult with somebody.
And just see how you, because I could be like you were.
No, you would be an intern. You would be doing therapy.
Yeah,
but
but
you would
I
have to
just
have
need
supervision so you can get your hours.
Yeah. So I wonder, should I we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. No, it's gonna happen. I believe that this is the direction that he's leading me in. So it's going to happen. It's happening sooner than I feel like I'm being pushed sooner than I want to do it, right? Like I really want to do the nonprofit, but I feel this is the direction he's pushing me into. Yeah.
I think you're gonna be. I think the nonprofit will come. That's a part of it, but not right now. Like it's in the making. It's a part of the bigger picture.
Yeah. I mean, I can't do the nonprofit anyway because not yet. Because if I open it in Illinois, when I move to Florida, it's none and void, or what they say. Is that how you say it? None and void.
It's null and void.
Null and void. It's not valid.
N-U-L-L.
Right. None and void.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Right. So I'm not already new.
But I like you having your license in Florida because that's only a 1 state difference, and we could really collaborate on a lot of different things being only 1 state away.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We could have retreats midway.
Yeah, right in the middle. Yep. Yep.
So yeah, let me get to Florida though first.
Okay, friend, you gonna get there, girl. You gonna get there. I don't know why my dude didn't email me back till you made me think about it. I'm gonna give him a call.
Oh, okay.
Whew.
Yeah. So that's probably what is next, is hiring some interns. Yeah, I'm glad. I didn't even think about you. That's crazy. Like I didn't even think about. Okay, so we'll talk about it later.
We're gonna talk about it later.
Yeah.
Cause see, now we're going into stuff that other people don't need to be hearing about.
So I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
friend.
All right. So we will be back on next week. If it works out like that. It's summertime. So who knows? Shiante might be out there at another beach or something. Who knows? She got this free time in the summer. So
I always make time for my friends. So just let me know.
Even if you're on the beach, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk. No, my therapist was upset because I was at Six Flags and I was on my therapy call. She said, "Get off of here. I'm gonna reschedule you tomorrow." But that's how dedicated I am. When I make a plan, then I'm with it.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, that wasn't bad. You being at Six Flags and doing it. You could have.
But she wanted me to spend time with my family, though.
Okay.
So she was like, "Spend time with your family. We can get back together tomorrow."
See, that's flexibility. I love it.
Love it.
All right, so we'll be back on next week. The
At
Lord,
some point.
same
Yeah,
thing.
at
Yeah,
some point. At some
yeah.
point.
Maybe we'll talk about the love languages in friendship because that is important. Love languages in friendship,
And your needs in a friendship.
and yeah, because that's what we were supposed to do today, and we did all kind of other stuff. All right, so subscribe, like, subscribe, and share it out. And Shiante, tell the audience about your pod so that they can go ahead and follow you as well.
Oh, okay. My pod is with my husband. It's called The Bailey Effect. We cover all things love, date nights. We're raising a preteen, so we talk about that, marriage, all
Mhm.
those things. So if you are in any of those categories, married, engaged, single, trying to look for somebody, raising a child, all those kind of things right now, we hit on a little bit of everything. So
And athletics, right? Athletic.
raising an athlete, raising all these things and trying to find the balance in between everything. So
Mhm.
yeah, we talk a lot about that. So yeah, The Bailey Effect, like, subscribe to share
Yeah.
y'all.
So get on over there and like, subscribe, and share it
And
out.
share. Mm-hmm.
And join us next week. We'll be back on Tony Talks. I don't know. I might change this. I might change it. I don't know, because Tony is doing a whole lot of stuff on this on this YouTube channel. She's not just talking anymore. She's doing a whole lot. Now she's gonna do nails. She's gonna be interviewing, all kind of stuff. Anyway, it's Tony Talks. See y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.